Huh.
Oh, we have another call coming in. But hang on.
What's up, Peggy?
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 You're gonna want to take this call off the air.
Oh,
Who is it?
Christ.
Just do it.
All right,
Alright.
folks, it's time for another track.
Yeah, let's
Here's
play.
one to help you sit back and relax. We'll be right back after this.
This one.
You'll like this next song. I hope this is good news, Peggy.
Who is it,
Who have we
Peggy?
got?
Find out for yourself on line 1.
Hello?
Forrest, I'm glad I got back through to you.
Oh!
Sounds like it's been a busy night, huh?
Oh boy, has it
Surprise!
just.
It's Leslie, our 911 operator, leading the charge from Henderson to come save us. It's so good to hear from you. Are you okay?
I am. I'm driving back with an officer from Henderson now.
One
We
officer.
got back into radio range a little while ago. We've been listening in, but haven't been able to get through until now.
It's been non-stop since you left. Please tell us you're bringing help.
You bet! I'm leading a whole goddamn squad towards Gallows Creek
Oh,
as we speak.
okay.
Turns out somebody had cut the phone lines. They had
Wonder
no
who.
idea what was happening.
That's great news. That's crazy about the phone lines, though. Do you think the Whistling Man cut them?
I'm guessing so. I don't know how the Whistling Man did it. But that doesn't matter right now. Listen, we're coming in hot, but we need your help. I know Gallows Creek isn't a big town, but if we don't know where the Whistling Man is, we can't get him.
Oh
Or
no.
that's where you come in.
Oh. What do you
can
need?
count on us. What do you need?
It might be a long shot, but here goes. The Whistling Man already called up a few times.
Yeah.
I bet she calls again.
Yeah.
We're still a little ways out of town, so if she calls, stall her. Buy as much time as you can for us to get in. And while you're talking to her, try to figure out where she is. We'll be listening in, so once her location is known, we'll head straight there and end this nightmare.
I'll do my best.
I know you will. Heck, I can see the headlines now. Forrest Nash's interview of a lifetime. Anyway, I'll radio the other cars and tell them the plan is a go. Hopefully the next time I
Alright.
see you, it'll be with our killer behind bars.
Yep.
Take care now.
We'll see you soon, Leslie. Thank God. It sounds like this is almost over. We're nearly through this.
Best we don't waste any time then. Let's get back on air.
You got it. Okay, Forrest, shut the music off. Bringing you back live now.
Welcome back to The Scream with me, Forrest Nash. The line is lit up, but before I get to our next caller, I just want to say, things are looking up. It's almost over. But for now, let's bring
Why
in our next
would you
caller.
say that?
Evening, caller. This is Forrest Nash.
Hello, Forrest. This is John Hedges. I'm here with Casey. I wanted to give you an update on Jason.
John!
Oh,
Is he
excellent.
going to be okay?
He's a fighter. He'll be fine. We've got him stabilized. and
Oh,
rested
that's
for
good.
bed. We're preparing to move him to the hospital.
Thank you so much. If you hadn't been there, then... God, I don't even want to think about what would have happened.
Of course,
Ah,
Casey.
but it's fine. We
We're
were
just
there.
happy he's okay.
John, Casey, you two did all the work.
Yeah, it
Tell
wasn't me.
Jason
I
to
wasn't
get well
listening.
soon from us. Whenever he's up.
Swish.
Well, why don't you tell him yourself?
Is this Forrest?
The one and
The
only.
one and only. I hope you're feeling better.
It's good to hear you, Jason. How are you?
Oh, well, you know. I've got a hole in my
Alright,
stomach.
Jason, don't be too much of a
and
downer.
There's a knife in my leg, but John gave me something to take the edge off. So, I might feel even better than either of you. Oh.
Take it easy until you get to St. Gabriel's.
I will. But, before that, I needed to call you. I'm guessing the Whistling Man is still out there?
Yes, the Whistling Man's still out there. Why do you ask? You know something about the Whistling Man, don't you?
Yeah, I do.
Can we talk about what happened earlier?
Go for it.
We spoke to Roller Ricky not long after you were attacked.
You spoke to Ricky? Is he alright?
He is now.
Just about.
I mean, he was attacked earlier, but this call came after.
Hey, guys, I'm really sorry, but there's a call on the other line. I just need to make sure we don't have another situation brewing. You fill Jason in on what happened. I'll be right back.
Okay.
Sure, Peggy. Sorry, Jason. Where was I? Ah, yep. Ricky's fine.
Ricky
You
is
don't
fine.
need to worry about him.
That's a relief.
He told us about George.
Sounds like everything's finally coming out now. It's been tough to hold it all in.
Sounds like you've been holding back about something awful, Jason.
I'm part of the reason my best friend is dead, Forrest. And the few who knew about it said if I ever said anything, I'd find myself in jail. For a long time. It was hell. And then the town just moved on. Like he'd never existed.
What happened that night?
I went along with the stupid prank, that's what. Whistling night. Some of the guys on the football team had an idea for a way we could haze the newcomers. We decided to plan a party in the woods and have the Whistling Man crash it. It was stupid. We each had a role. I was the stabbed friend.
Ironic.
At the party that night, I left the group for a second. Met our Whistling Man. Pretended to get stabbed in front of everyone. Started an almighty panic. Those screams. That was the last time I saw or heard George alive.
How did George die, Jason?
I don't know. I was playing dead. But when I heard her scream,
Ricky mentioned a girl named Bean. Is that who you mean?
Bean. Oh yeah. I guess George did call her that. Yeah. He called her Bean. I heard her again tonight, Forrest. Her name was...
What? What happened?
Jesus
Are we
fucking
still on
Christ.
No, we're not.
Oh my god.
It's completely gone.
air? How do we get it back on?
I don't, oh, we can use the emergency...
Oh, fuck off.
Reggie picked it up a while ago in case we ever needed to do an emergency broadcast.
An emergency broadcast?
Emergency? You know, nuclear war, alien attack, broadcasting a serial killer's location to the cops so we can end this nightmare.
Fair point.
It's in the storage area in the far back corner, up on the wall. You might have spotted it earlier when you were digging around for all those tapes. It'll have a big red button.
Oh, it's all the way in there.
I'll see you when you're back.
Oh. Oh, there is no way that this can go wrong. Yep, I guess I'll just go back down to the basement. So the power shut off for some reason at that convenient moment. But it's fine. It's absolutely fine. Nothing could be going wrong. You know? I'm sure there's a perfectly logical explanation for all of this. And this will be absolutely fine. So I'm just going to walk down here. And walk in here.
Far back corner.
Yep.
Why is this station
Yep.
so big?
Yep. Yep.
That must be it. Boom! We've got power. The Whistling Man. I need to warn Peggy.
Well, Peggy, warn your fucking self, my guy. I'm sure this is absolutely fine. Nothing's gonna happen to me.
Peggy, are you there? Are you... Peggy! I need to get back upstairs.
I'm sure that nothing's gonna happen when I go through any of these doors. Nothing's gonna happen to me. Everything is fine. Everything is great. I'm loving my life just the same.
What the hell?
I'm having a great time. I do not sing when I'm concerned. Everything is fine. Everything is great. We're just gonna go back. Peggy?
Oh no. Peggy! Where'd you go? No way. This can't be happening.
Oh, Jesus Christ, you're...
A call. Where's Peggy, Don?
Have some patience, Forrest. It's almost the end of the night. Almost the end of the show. But it's not over just yet.
Is it not?
Got a little time still.
Ah.
So let's make the most of it.
What do you mean? Make the most of it how?
Well... I thought we'd end tonight's Whistling Man special with a special guest.
What is that?
The one who started it all. Oh, let me take that out of your mouth and...
You crazy bitch! Let me go!
Teddy.
Here, Mr. Teddy Gallows Jr.
Wait.
It's all gonna come out tonight, Teddy.
So who's
Your
this?
daddy and his money saved you 20 years ago. But even if he crawled out of his coffin with all the money in the world...
Wait. Where the hell is Teddy? How are you talking to him if you're here with me?
Because I'm not there with you, Forrest. I'm here with Teddy.
So
If he
who...
says where that is, well, he knows I'll get it.
Wait, then... Who am I looking at?
Forrest Nash, let me introduce you and all of Gallows Creek to my boy, Henry Barrow.
Hi, Henry.
Your son? You mean you... Wait, that he...
Yes, Forrest. He and I had a son.
So there were two Whistling Men tonight. Of course. That
Does
explains
make...
how you were
Yeah,
always able to get around
right.
town so quickly.
Yeah, okay.
And that's how you escaped the secret
That explains why this
archives
took
in the
so long
newspaper
to start again, because, yeah...
Locking my sweet boy away like an animal.
Hang on. Did you say Barrow? Then are you?
Let me just get this mask off. Damn uncomfortable thing. No wonder Mooney went crazy wearing this.
I see.
There we go.
Marie Campbell? George's old girl. Oh. Well, it sure has been years since I last saw. Oh, God damn it.
Where are you going with all of this?
Everyone's gonna know now what Teddy did. He killed George that night. This night. 20 years ago.
Listen to me. You... Ah!
You're gonna talk when I talk to you. And not a moment before. Meanwhile, Forrest, I'm gonna give you the chance to talk.
Oh, I love talking.
Really
It's actually my job.
George all those years ago.
Why should I help you? Why should I play any part in this?
Because I think you believe in justice.
You think this is justice?
You have no goddamn idea, Forrest. These people you've been trying to save, they were all in on it.
I
They
mean...
all knew George was murdered, but
Murdered? Listen, I...
said you speak when you're spoken to. Now, I know you've done some good work tonight in piecing together what happened to George 20 years ago, and that's why I want you to interview us.
Are you serious? You want me to interview you?
Am I serious? After everything tonight, you really have to ask me if I'm serious.
Uh,
Do a good job. And hell, you might be the only one to leave here alive.
I need to drag this out. If I can buy Leslie time to get back to Gallows Creek, and if I can find out where Marie is, then this can end. Teddy, we'll start with you. Just, talk me through what happened that night. How did it start?
How would I know? It was 20 years ago.
Because you were there. Hit him?
Do you want to die, Teddy? Because if you don't start talking...
Ow. What the hell? God damn it. Okay. Our first team party was coming up. And when I saw the date it was scheduled for, I had an idea for a way we could prank the new guys.
I understand that kids in Gallows Creek know tonight as Whistling Night. I'm guessing that's what you mean?
Well, we didn't have a name for it then. It was just the night that Mooney went missing. But Whistling Night is what they'd call it later.
Wait. You mean this was the
The
first
first whistling night?
Keep talking, Teddy.
We went up near Whistling Point. God, who was there? Me, Jason, and George, of course. But George didn't come alone. He brought Marie.
And Roller Ricky. He was there too, wasn't he?
Yes, Ricky was there too.
Runner Ricky.
Runner Ricky, our wide receiver. I helped him off the bottle, you know.
Irrelevant.
Because I'm a decent
Shut up.
man.
Is that so?
Yes, it is. He came apart one day. Some people do. He had some issues. Wasn't stable. I didn't want him to hurt his chances in life.
That's so.
So I helped him keep himself together.
You were afraid he would talk about that night, weren't you?
Keep talking.
About midway through the night, we put the prank into action.
We looked up at the trees and saw Jason there. Bloody, like he'd just been stabbed. And the whistling man. Screaming. George and I and Ricky, we got left behind. But Ricky was in on it too. I know he was. He and Teddy were as close as anybody. Teddy must have told him the plan.
Did you ask Ricky if he knew or not?
I didn't see any reason to. Why?
Because Ricky phoned up earlier. He didn't know anything about it, Marie.
What?
He had no idea what was happening. He said he was as terrified as anybody. Isn't that right, Teddy? You didn't tell him, did you?
Ricky never could keep his mouth shut. If we told him, he would have given everything away.
But he... well... It doesn't matter. He didn't run his mouth enough to tell anybody about it afterwards. He's still guilty.
It was just a stupid prank.
How can you still say it was just a prank?
Oh, come on. God damn it.
You made George think Jason had been murdered. He thought his best friend was dead.
And so tonight you stabbed him for real?
It's the role he wanted to play.
Jason's still alive, Marie. He was with a friend. We talked her through how to stop the bleeding and got him professional help just in time.
Oh. Well, shame he didn't have the good sense to die earlier. He's gonna regret
I'm wondering, why did he flip this sofa?
Enough about him. Me and George took off running, but somehow we got separated in the woods. I ended up near the bottom of Whistling Point, and when
Tell me, what happened next?
I suddenly recognized it was Chuck. Chuck Brody was the whistling man, laughing away. But then he stops, and he's looking up at the top of Whistling Point.
What was he looking at? Teddy, what happened next?
Nothing. I mean, it was just
Teddy?
George fell off Whistling Point.
Why'd he fall, Teddy?
He just
You pushed him. You were up there. You were dressed as the Whistling Man too, and
I didn't push him, God damn it! I just chased him up there and he kept backing up. When I saw he was about to go over, I reached out. That's what you saw.
you liar.
It's not my fault. He didn't know it was a joke. If he'd had any brains, he would have realized. Ugh. You bitch. No one's going to believe this. After all you did.
If she's lying, why the cover-up?
My future was at stake, Nash. You know what it's like. People like us.
People like
are
us.
bred for bigger things.
Like,
I'm going to be the mayor of this town, Forrest. And then governor. And then, who knows? What happened that night was tragic. It should never have happened. But it was a mistake. It was just a stupid joke gone wrong. So my father sent Clive out to clean it up. Why should a blip ruin my future?
George was a blip?
He wasn't a blip, Marie.
His father covered it up from there. I searched for George's body all night, but
Sandra found him the next morning while out jazz running.
she found him in the river, but she lied about that to protect Teddy.
She said something about her rent going up, unless she... Teddy, did your father own Sandra Sharp's dance studio?
It's Gallows Creek, not Sharp Creek.
I'd answer the question if I were you, Teddy.
I love how many
Yes,
times it's like, just
okay.
kidding.
We own most of the town.
That's it then. Your father was going to run her out of business, unless she lied and said she found him in the reservoir instead of the river.
What my father did in his business dealings is nothing to do with me.
The false reports. That's why you killed Sheriff Matthews too, isn't it, Maria? Not just to get him out of the way, but...
Everyone was in on it, Forrest. Even the coroner wrote a fake report. Said George was drinking. That he just got himself into trouble. And
I saw. I'm sorry. For all it's worth, Virginia didn't have much of a choice. She had a sick sister whose treatments she couldn't afford. She played along with the gallows to save her sister's life. And her own.
even still, she should have told the truth. I did my part. I tried everything I could think of. I even went to the newspaper, but no. That coward killed the story. We'll take care of Maurice Russell later.
When will the killing end, Marie?
End? When does it end?
You
That's
can't
what at some
kill the
point.
world. This
Yeah, I was about to
has
say.
to stop sometime.
It has to. Never should have started.
Kick.
He shouldn't have pushed my George off the cliff. He should have been punished. It's coming to a stop. At least for now. Here, where George and I first met, before he joined your football team, was right after he shot the winning throw.
Wait a sec. You're at the football field.
Jesus Christ! Forrest, you idiot! We're in the gym at Gallows Creek High.
I told you not to do that.
Wait.
He's dead too now, isn't he?
He is. Anyway,
Not much on
I
this.
think that about wraps up the interview with Teddy. So,
Marie? Where? Oh my god.
Peggy!
Teddy!
Peggy, it's been
How did
so
she get
long
there?
since I've seen your face.
Why are you looking at me?
I'm worried you wouldn't come. And here I was, thinking you'd forgot me.
I'd never forget my own sister.
Sister? Peggy, what's happening? Why are you even there?
Wanna explain, Peggy?
Earlier, while you were speaking to Jason, I got a call. Do you remember?
Yeah.
Well, it was from Dawn. She said that my sister Marie was there that night George died, and that I should come to the gym for a reunion.
And when you walked in, you found out.
That my sister is the Whistling Man.
Good to see you too, Peggy.
Why didn't you tell me any of this?
She said that it was my last chance to see my sister. I knew if I told you, you'd try to stop me or come with me when we need you on the radio. And I just...
I'm sorry. This has to be a lot for you.
What happened to you, Marie? You just disappeared one day.
Disappeared. I was thrown out, Peggy. I begged Mom and Dad to do something about what happened that night, but did they care? No. They told me to stay quiet. They only cared when they learned I'd been with George. And
Marie, I'm so sorry. I never knew.
it's not your fault. Really, it's Mom and Dad I should be seeing right now. But since they're dead and gone, well, I'll have to settle for the next best thing.
Pardon?
Don't. Marie, listen to me. You don't have to do this.
Someone has to pay for what they did.
Marie, please.
Mom and Dad are gone, Peggy. Besides, you forgot me. Just like the rest. You forgot.
Is there any way I can prove Peggy didn't forget Marie? Marie, Peggy never forgot about you.
Keep your mouth shut.
She kept a card from you. She kept it here on her desk.
What card?
The card you made me for my 8th birthday.
What does it say then?
Happy birthday, Peg. Now you're great
Peg.
and 8. Love, M.
Henderson police! Freeze! No! Henry! Get out of there!
Oh my gosh.
Peggy!
We have 1 wounded, 1 dead, and we're in pursuit of the suspect.
Henderson police! Freeze!
Forrest!
Leslie, how's Peggy?
She's been cut pretty bad, but we're here now.
I'll be okay. God, Marie!
Hey, officer! I need you to look after Peggy. She needs help. Now, we got here just in the nick of time.
Where's Marie?
She bolted right as we got here. The police are right on her heels. It won't be long now. It's over, Forrest.
It's over?
Well, folks, it was a long night, but we made it through together. I'm gonna head off to go check on Peggy. This has been Forrest Nash. Let's make tomorrow better.
And this is a board of everybody that could have perished. And you know, I don't think that went too badly. Could have been worse.
One suspect is in custody. Trailed the other suspect into the nearby woods.
You know what? I only see 6 dead out of all that entire board of people. You know? I'm actually like Hot Dave lived. Yeah, Martino's early casualty. Chuck. Yeah, that. I wasn't understanding that one at all. But looking back, should have. Teddy. He's an asshole anyway, we don't care. Poor Kyle. Was that the guy I said you'd go be a spotter? Did he? And then he like fell off or something. Yeah. We have Murphy. Which one was that? And Scott. I think Scott was another one of the kids, wasn't he? Or was he? Oh, and Murphy was the guy who was like, yeah. My radio's fucking loud. Murphy was the guy that was like, yeah, come and fight me, and then I also fucked that one up. But everyone else survived. You know, like I said, look, I only see 6 X's on there. That's not a bad result, is it? And one of them's Teddy, so that doesn't count because he's a wanker. So, you know. But yeah. You know. Could have made better decisions. You know, like I said, Murphy and Chuck, I just completely messed up the entire puzzle, to be honest. Thing with those kids, maybe if I'd paid more attention to the other side and read the thing a bit more, maybe that would have gone better. Martinez, yeah, perhaps Red was a bad idea, wasn't it? I think if I chose something else, then it's really bad. Well.
Do you have a visual? Negative. No sign of the suspect anywhere.
Oh, man. You know, I knew this was like not like the longest game in the world, but I kind of sat here and played the whole game through. I think this is it. I kind of really just sat here and played the entire game through, and that's it. And I kind of just got a bit lost. And you said to myself, I was like, right, I'll find somewhere to cut it off, you know. And now we're back at the main menu. So that was the game. That was the whole game. The whole game. Wow, that was a roller coaster of emotions. Started off already strong. I mean, Martinez died immediately, but like, forget about that. Then we started off strong, and then we, you know, hit a rougher patch. But other than that, like I said, you know, there was only 6 X's on that board. Look how many people could have been X's. Oh, man. I really enjoyed that. I really did. That was a lot of fun. Forget about the part where I was absolutely shitting my pants. Forget about that part. But no, that was a lot of fun. Like I said, I did it all in one session. I was just so engrossed. So that's the game. That's the whole game. Not that it would have mattered for the YouTube, because, you know, can't tell that, but other than, you know, I'd have wearing different clothes probably in some of the episodes, but no, that was really enjoyable. I liked all the moments as well where, like, things get said and I went, ah. Apart from, you know, that time where someone died and then, like, you know, the bit of the after happened and I still went, oh, that's why the puzzle went wrong. Ah, yeah. Oh, man. Yeah, that was a lot of fun. Very much would recommend. What a lot of fun.